Politics, as I often say, in fact it's a famous quote, is that which separates two otherwise equally talented or qualified candidates. Your ability to navigate an organization is absolutely critical. Your ability to navigate using politics is essential. The reality is the organizations, no matter how much we try to legislate, policy drive it, or change it through departments like human resources, organizations have their own culture, they have their own heartbeat, they absolutely have their own politics, and if you don't fit, it can be very challenging. It can be challenging for the manager, and it can be particularly challenging for the new hire or the long-term employee. Politics is a very real phenomenon. There is good politics and bad politics. This is typically where I lose people in a conversation, and I try very hard to bring them back. I'll ask them to describe for me, whether it's on a flip chart with their, in a group activity or just in a fireside chat, what distinguishes good politics from bad politics. And I'll get the typical stuff under bad: rumor, gossip, innuendo, backstabbing, all true, all bad. But then they struggle with, well, what's good? Because the word politics has such a negative connotation. So what makes politics bad, or good rather, in an organization? And they'll come up with things like, well, being nice to people and that sort of thing. Well, it's just all true. But eventually I'll start to push the buttons. What about going out for drinks with the boss? What about getting to know your colleagues really well and socializing with them after work or during work hours? What about the cliques that form? Good politics, bad politics. What if you get to know the C-suite executives and they're 3 or 4 levels above you in an organization and they help pull you along in your career, fast track your career? Good politics, bad politics. What's it look like? These are the sorts of things that will get people both boiling and very frustrated, because if you're not good at this dynamic, you can be challenged organizationally. I said, as it relates to my ability to attract prospective clients, people want to work with people they want to work with. If they like Pathways, if they like me, if they like the facilitator or the designer or consultant that's in front of them, we stand a much greater chance of succeeding. Well, the same applies in the workforce. We'd love it to just be about the quality of the work product. It would be grossly naive to think that that's the case, which is why anybody listening to this right now likely has either personal or professional experiences where someone who seemingly does very little advances, and oftentimes at warp speed throughout an organization. How can this possibly be? Politics is perception. It is the same in the outside world as it is in the corporate world or the organizational world. It is perception, and that's why you must be good at it in order to survive and succeed within an organization. Follow me on Twitter or check out our website.